DegloireSpace signing in. As you watch my videos, you're going to notice a particular theme. I am really against complaining. And it's not because complaints aren't relatable. It's not because I don't feel the pain and the complaints that people are making. I do feel those things. So I'm not trying to say that they have no basis. The complaints that many men make are on point, and the complaints that many women make are on point. For example, the way society handles men these days. Yes, it's pretty tough on us. We can hardly be in our element, and as men, we need to be in our element to grow. Talking to women now comes with many difficulties, and the overall way that we present ourselves is full of pointers. You can do that. No, that's too much. No, that's too much. There's a bunch of these rules. But you see, in all these is the real test. My idea is that masculinity puts you in the element of being tested. Since early times, men are a testing ground. Test your might. Men would leave their hometowns to see the world, to explore, to conquer. Many of them went to wars. The fighting itself or the political aspect of it definitely wasn't their motivation. Some of them didn't even know what was going on. Whether it was the Crusades or the Vietnam War, men wanted to expand out. Our energy just pushes us to be like that, to do so. And politicians and leaders, they take advantage of this. Even women take advantage of this. And it's fine, because when your nature is to do something, something else is going to try to put your energy to serve them somehow. And it's not wrong. If you're thinking, oh, so serving something else is bad. No. That's not the point. Everything, even a man, everything in the world is trying to make itself serve and be of service to something else. Back in World War II, I saw the other day a documentary where one of the ways that they lure men to become part of the soldiers that were going to Europe was they told them that French girls were really easy. French girls can't wait to meet the Yanks. You can imagine a lot of young men are like, whoa, and they're thinking about this. They're being, basically, a carrot is being dangled in front of them, and they're just going, hey, you want a bite of this? And then these young men are going there to get killed and to kill. Our energy like this is not something we can control. No matter how much we try, we can't control it. It's going to come out one way or another. We don't want to behave like good boys going to a school. Naturally, we abide by the law of the times because we get punished if we don't. And many of us who are driven by their instincts blindly end up paying for it. Some of us go to jail, some of us are isolated, but most of us pay by being obedient. And because we're being obedient and it's against our will to do that, we complain. And what do we complain about? The things that are punishing us, the things that are telling us, you can't do that. Societies in general, to function, they need softer images. And I don't blame society for being that way. Softer images are easier to deal with at first glimpse. I say that because it is in fact just that. Because in life, there's always something hidden. Don't assume that because men look rough, they are rough. And don't assume because women look gentler that they are gentler. Looks are deceiving. Some things appear soft and hide harshness, while other things in life appear harsh and they hide the softer side. Men are generally in the second group. When I was a teacher, I had a class full of boys. And let me tell you, if you can get beyond that first rough side that they show you, and you build some rapport with them, they were so soft and agreeable. And they'd do anything to be on your good side. Whereas in the female classes, a lot of times you'd go in, they're very, very gentle in the start. And once they get to know you, that rougher side that you didn't see in the start starts to come out. And if your approach to life is someone who likes to see beyond what's just to the naked eye, then this is the place for you. Subscribe. Welcome aboard. Back to the program. Even with all that, there's no point in complaining. except when you're in the finding out stage. So you're complaining to see what's out there, because it won't take you long, and then you'll find out there's not much you can do about any of this. And then complaining to make someone feel sorry for us, that is very short-lived, because sympathy is not what we need. We need the thing that we're talking about. When a man is complaining about women, he doesn't need sympathy. Okay, he gets sympathy and someone says, I understand. But ultimately, he's complaining because he wants women. When he's complaining about money and you give him sympathy, yeah, it's hard, it's this. Sure, he gets that sympathy, but ultimately, he wants the money. Telling us that things are okay, giving us a hug and some understanding, those things are beautiful, but it's action that we need. We need to move to feel alive. All of these things that are happening in the world are a test to our masculinity. The test changes over the eras, over the times. They change. This is the test we're in right now. So, complaining can't solve it. It's a test. You've got to go through it. And when you're complaining, there's only one of two answers you might get: sympathy or permission. Sympathy, as we said, doesn't solve things. And permission, every time you get permission for something, you're going to try to push for something else. Are you complaining because you're looking for permission? It's like saying, I'm angry. And then the other person says, it's okay. And then you look around and you're like, okay, I got away with I'm angry. Let me try this one. I'm very angry. And the other person says, they're getting louder, but I'll let them pass. And then you're like, okay, cool, I got away with I'm angry, I'm very angry. And then you're like, I am... Before you say that word, they're like, hey, wait a second. And now you got told where your permission stops. That's the limit at which you need to stop now. Okay, you're allowed to say I'm angry, you're allowed to say I'm very angry. The next step, no, we don't give you permission for that. So basically with complaining, you want to push and see to what is the limit to my complaining? How far will complaining get? How much permission will I get through complaining? And as we mentioned, the truth is no amount of permission is ever enough. You'll always be pushing for a little bit more. It's like a kid who's playing inside the house and he looks outside to try to get some sympathy. I want to play outside. And then you say, okay, you can play in the backyard. Goes out, enjoys the backyard for a moment, and then looks beyond the backyard. You see, there's still permission there. Even if you have been granted that extra little bit of space, as human beings, we look towards the horizon. We look to the furthest of our limits. That's what being alive means. There's an exploration that is a part of us. And every bit of your life, every phase, you'll be met by a new standard, a new set of rules. Family, friends, lovers, work, groups that you might belong to. What to do. Action. Do what makes you feel fulfilled. And you won't know what that is until you've tried different things. And it's all different to different people. The reason you complain is complaining is quite safe, whereas action comes with consequences. In action, you might lose. You might lose the safety that you're in. You might be living with a lovely woman, but you just feel that itch for adventure. Or, as they call it in the old adventure books, the call for conquest, the call for exploration, the call to voyage. And what do? She's a lovely woman, but there's that inner call. Do you stay safe with her, or do you set sail? No one can tell you what to do, because if they do, they're giving you permission. And the adventure needs to be without permission. No one can tell you what to do. So, you just complain. The stakes are too high. If you lose the safety of being with this lovely woman, who's to blame but you? You went out, you sought adventure, you left the comfortable for some foolish thought that you had. That's on one side. On the other side, your adventure might lead you to a big treasure, but it may lead to nowhere either. And that's the risk. That's the dilemma. Nothing is guaranteed. It's not like here's safety and here's adventure. And if you go on an adventure, you're definitely going to find everything that substitute this. No, you are risking when you leave. And so The only way out of this is with action. Action takes you out of the realm of complaining, out of the realm of seeking permission. It isn't a safe option. But that's exactly what it is. That's the test of masculinity. Masculinity will not just be handed to you. You're born a male, but you're not a man. That realization that you must do for yourself, that's the very definition of masculine energy. DegloireSpace signing out.